Now, everyone keeps asking me to review the Equal Justice Under Law Game Pass, so today I will be reviewing the Equal Justice Under Law Game Pass. So the Equal Justice Under Law Game Pass gives you 5 roles: the 3 Supreme Court rules and the two District Court for the District of the Columbia rules. So the 3 Supreme Court rules you have to get nominated by the president to either be a justice or a chief justice. The chief justice is the third highest rank in the game, and as a chief justice, you are the leader of the justices, like the Speaker of the House or the President pro tempore. This is a relatively small server because, well, it's really hard to become chief justice or even the district judge in a normal server. So, but usually, if you became this role in a normal server, you would have the plaintiff on this side, and then the defendant on or a respondent on this side. So first of all, you have the plaintiff's argument, then the respondent's argument during social hour, and then you make a deliberation where you think about it, and then you finally make a decision. This takes usually every day 4 periods, and you usually have 2 assistant judges, which are basically the normal justices, or AJs, which are assistant justices usually. So usually for a vote to pass, it usually has to have like 2 of the justices to vote. Well, basically a majority. So if there's one justice, and let's say I go to the computer side and go to cases, and I decide to side with Matthew Grant, the Solicitor General of the United States, then it would be United States. But if 2 other assistant justices don't, then it's not. And then you have the deliberation, which you speak with the other justices. Now, there are no other justices in the server, so I can't really speak with them. But usually you would make your actual decision during the decision time, where it says decision. So basically, that's the Chief Justice, and so basically it's just the leader of the justices. Now, the next role is actually the judge for the District of Columbia, which is basically the exact same thing. It's just that there's one sole judge who makes a decision himself instead of being with the other 3 justices, and then they preside over smaller cases. So when you look at cases, you usually have the first case, which is the Supreme Court cases, which usually is either against a company or a person. Then the 2 normal cases are usually the United States versus a state, or the United States versus either a company or a person. So basically, that's really just the Equal Justice Under Law Game Pass. Now let's talk about the price. 400 Robux, I mean, that's a lot. That's like the joint most, and in a month going to be the most expensive Game Pass in the game. Because, well, the In the Line of Fire Game Pass is getting reduced to 200. Now, this Game Pass was originally supposed to come out for 300, but then most of the Game Passes got their price increase, so now it's 400 instead of 300. And so now it's my decision making. 400 Robux is, I think, a lot. Even if it was 300, I would think, but 400 Robux for only 2 guaranteed roles and 3 roles where you can't even decide yourself if you're going to even get that role, I don't think it's worth it. If it was anywhere up to 300 Robux, yes, I would buy it, but not this time. Thank you for watching. If you like this, please subscribe. See you next time.